Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is something that hits close to home. And I've seen how our community is rallying, and it's a reminder to stay safe and connected. Before I go any farther, my name is Autumn, and here on this channel we talk about current events, things that happen in this country as well as abroad in other countries. I do have a second channel, ABG Prepping. The link is in the description box below. I also have a Patreon channel. The link is in the description box below. Over there we talk about stuff that we can't talk about here due to YouTube's terms and policies. When you first sign up, you get a free trial for a week. Okay? Now, first let me say, first and foremost, my heart goes out to everyone affected at FSU. This is a tough time for our community. This video shares my thoughts on the FSU incident based on official reports, so please avoid spreading unverified misinformation. Okay? Let's keep the comments respectful and focused on supporting our community. As someone who lives in the state of Florida, I want to talk about the recent incident at the student union. Like I said, this hits close to home, and I know you're expecting my take on this event. I'm sticking to verified info and keeping this respectful. On April 17th, FSU issued a shelter-in-place alert due to an active shooter report at the student union. Police responded, and official updates are at alert.fsu.edu. Details are still very limited, but here's what we know. I have some news clippings that I'm going to share with you, okay? Because I feel that that is the best way to get the most verified information to you. And these are from our local stations.
And we understand that you all have been devastated because of this person's actions. The question as it relates to who is the shooter is 20-year-old Phoenix Eichner, and he's the son of a Leon County Sheriff deputy. Our deputy Eichner, has been with the Leon County Sheriff's Office for over 18 years. She has a tremendous job that she's done. Her service to this community has been exceptional. Unfortunately, her son had access to one of her weapons, and that was one of the weapons that was found at the scene. And we are continuing that investigation into how that weapon was used and what other weapons perhaps he may have had access to.
Give us the update per your source, who's currently holding a building on the scene there.
Again, this is just one source of information. They have said that there is one person in custody. They were seen in handcuffs with their face down, and they were shot by law enforcement. Their understanding is that there are 2 deceased and 3 injured. Again, not confirmed, but just their understanding.
And that does not include a shooter or shooters?
Does not include the shooter. Those are victims. Shooter allegedly went into the student union with a shotgun. They went through the rounds of the shotgun, then they switched to a handgun. When the individual was taken into custody after being shot at, they believe by law enforcement, the handgun was on his person. Again, that shooter was taken into custody, seen face down on the ground in custody. Law enforcement at this point has cleared multiple rooms. Almost every building and every room that they intend to clear, from my understanding, has been cleared. They are moving into the investigative phase, but that is always a very fluid situation. It can go from one situation to another, but that's their understanding. Tallahassee PD, I understand, is going to be the lead law enforcement agency for this investigation and may potentially be having a press conference at 4:00 p.m.
So just to recap what you've been told by your source, who's on scene and has basically firsthand knowledge because he's seen the scene, 2 deceased, 3 injured. Those are the victims. There is 1 shooter down in custody, shot by police and being taken to the hospital. Went into the student union with a shotgun, started firing with that, then switched to a handgun, and then at some point was engaged by police and is believed to have been shot and is now in custody. We had been hearing, reports earlier about a potential second shooter, but this source of yours is not hearing that, correct?
That is correct. And Bill, we always want to preface it in law enforcement until it is a completed investigation and until it is officially coming from an official law enforcement individual at an official press conference. This is just information that we have at this point.
And it sounds like we might have to wait a significant more amount of time for that potential press conference. If you're hearing it might be at 4.
Now, being local, I felt the shock. I've seen how the FSU community is coming together, and it's a reminder to check on our loved ones and use the tools like Seminole Safe. Let's support FSU by sharing verified info and staying safe. Check FSU's official channel for updates and share your thoughts respectfully below. Have a wonderful day. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fearless. Ciao.